Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jordy if you're new here. Today's video is going to be a foundation wear test and review on the new NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop foundation. So if you're interested in that, then keep on watching. So this is what the bottle looks like. It has a cap and it's a pump. It retails for $14.99. I'm trying to open it because it's sealed. I have it in the shade Warm Mahogany. I'm actually going to go ahead and prime my skin. I'm using two different primers today. I like to go in with my Laura Mercier Protect Primer. It has SPF 20 just to make sure that I have some sun protection because I do use a haze on my skin. I also really like that primer because it adds a little bit of hydration as well. And then I'm going to go in with my Tatcha Silk Canvas just to add some blurring properties. So that's just gonna go in the T. So I think I'm gonna start off with one pump of this foundation. So that's one pump to start off, and then if I need more, I will add more. So let me just pull some claims up for the foundation. It comes in 45 shades, which is amazing. It's supposed to be lightweight, waterproof, and pigmented AF. It is supposed to glide on very smooth, delivering a matte coverage and color that stays true for up to 24 hours. That's good. It's going to control shine and mattify your skin all day long. It's not comedogenic, suitable for normal oily combination and sensitive skin types. Alright, so I am normal to dry right now. I have a little bit of oil in my T-zone. I don't think I'm that dry though. I've been pretty hydrated. So I'm using the Real Technique sponge, and again, this shade is Warm Mahogany. So I went into Ulta and picked this up. I color matched myself. There was a lot of options there, actually. I think I could have did Warm Mahogany or Cappuccino. Cappuccino was a slight bit more warm though, whereas this one was a little bit more golden. Let me see what it actually describes it as. Okay, Warm Mahogany is a medium deep with golden warm undertones, whereas Cappuccino is a medium deep with warm undertones. So, yeah. I'm going in with a little bit more of another pump because I think the sponge is soaking it up. If I went in with a brush, definitely a pump would have worked. So right now, I do find that it is full coverage because it did cover up my dark spots that were on my cheek. But I am just going to go in with, as you can see, I have another pump on my hand, but I'm picking up just a little bit and just pressing over my cheek a little bit more where I have a little bit more dark spots. Well, NYX also has a Can't Stop, Won't Stop primer, which is a mattifying primer, but I did not pick it up because I do not like to look that matte. So I was like, I'll be alright. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I like this color. It's definitely matte. Like, I can feel it drying down already. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm just going to go ahead and conceal my under eyes. I did pick up this concealer. This is the Ulta Full Coverage Liquid Concealer. I haven't tried it before, but a lot of people rave about it. So, since I was in there, I just picked it up. This is in the shade Deep Warm. This is what my skin looks like after applying concealer. My skin feels really dry right now. I don't know how I feel about it, but we'll see how it goes when... Sorry, I'm like so distracted. We'll see how it goes when I set it. Yeah, it's kind of transfer resistant for real. I'm just grabbing a paper towel. Oh shit. Look. There's no makeup on the paper towel, and I'm like really pressing this on. Wow. Okay, definitely transfer resistant. I don't think I'm going to set, I don't normally set my whole face, but I'm just going to set my under eyes. I'm not going to set the rest of the concealer because I don't want my face to feel too dry. So I am done with my makeup. Everything is pretty simple, just bronzed face with a bolder lip. This is the Givenchy Le Rouge Matte 330. So everything blended on top of the foundation quite well. It was not hard to blend at all. The foundation did not move underneath. Keep in mind that I just set under my eye and on my nose and my smile lines, and everything blended really nicely. So far everything looks pretty good. Let me zoom in a little bit more for you. So we're just a little closer to my face. So as you can see, everything is quite smooth on the skin. I actually like how it looks, but again, it does feel dry. I did set my face with setting spray. I used my primer water from Smashbox, so we'll see. So I'm gonna go about my day. I'll probably have this on for about 6 to 7 hours, and I'll come back and I'll let you guys know how everything goes. I'll definitely show you what it looks like in natural sunlight so we can make sure that the color is okay, and I'll see you when I get back. So we're outside. I've only had the makeup on for about 15 minutes, but as you can see, it's a cloudy day, so I just want to make sure that we get some sun and it doesn't go down. But this is what the foundation looks like in natural daylight. Again, this is in the shade Warm Mahogany, and I think this is a pretty good match. All of the shades that I normally wear in other foundations, like my perfect matches, they'll be down in the description box down below if you want to have a gauge on what you should get. But yeah, I actually really like the way that it looks. It looks really nice. It's very smooth. Alright guys, I am back. The time is now, what, 11:02? Yeah, 11:02. So I've had the foundation for about 7 hours now. So this is what everything is looking like. I'm going to zoom in a little bit closer so that you guys can get a better look at it. Okay, so I'm pretty close to you guys now, but this is what the foundation is looking like. As you can see, it looks pretty smooth on the skin. Like, it doesn't look cakey at all. Minimal shine on my skin. Like, normally my nose would be greasy by now. This has minimal shine. And my smile lines, which you guys, if you watch my videos, know that's my main problem when it comes to foundations. Minimal creasing in my smile lines. Like, just a little bit of creasing right here, but it looks much better than it normally does by this time. So I'm gonna zoom back out. So I'm actually really impressed with this foundation. Like, I think it looks really, really good. It's still smooth, and it actually feels quite lightweight now. I know that I was complaining about it feeling dry when I first applied it, but it's definitely calmed down. It does not feel dry at all. I'm sure that the primers that I used and also the setting spray kind of, you know, helped that out a little bit. And of course, with the, you know, setting, it was going to feel a little bit more dry because it is a matte foundation. So the foundation was in collaboration with Alissa Ashley here on YouTube. So she teamed up with NYX to create the 45 shades that we see in this range, which I think is pretty awesome. So, you know, just making sure that we have those in-between shades that most ranges are missing, and of course the deeper end of things. And I think that she did a really good job. I was really impressed that Ulta had all 45 shades when I went to the store to see the foundation, because most of the time, even though they have 45 shades, we don't see all of them in the retailer. You would have to either order it online or things like that. So I was really impressed that Ulta had all of the shades in the store. So I just want to go ahead and check out the transfer of the foundation again now that we've had it on. So okay. So that's what my tissue is looking like now. So when I was blotting like the sides of my face, there was definitely no transfer, but as soon as I hit the nose where it was a little bit of grease, it did come off slightly. So keep in mind, if you are on the oilier side, it might transfer a little bit, but so far so good. Like, it's not coming off. It looks really good. Really, really good. I think a lot of people are gonna like the fact that it doesn't transfer because you won't get it on your clothes or your significant other, so that's pretty cool. And as for the concealer, I did try out the Ulta Full Coverage Liquid Concealer. It's supposed to be waterproof. Right now it's not creasing on me, but I don't know how I feel about it yet. I'm gonna have to definitely give it a couple more wears, because I find that I didn't like the way that it was blended when I first applied it, and I like my Too Faced Born This Way Super Coverage Concealer so much more. That's like my number one concealer right now. And also the Flower Beauty Concealer in Maybelline Adrian. So, you know, I'm like a little iffy on this, but I'll give it a couple more tries and I'll let you guys know how I feel about it. But as for the foundation, which is our main point of this video. I do definitely recommend it if you guys are interested in trying it out. I think that it's going to be a really good foundation for those who want something that's going to be long wearing and oil controlling. Now, if you're on the drier side, I would say just make sure that you prep your skin accordingly. You're going to want to make sure that you hydrate really well, and I would say make sure that you use either a hydrating primer or, you know, moisturizer as your primer so that you don't feel extra dry when you have this foundation on. And also for oily skin, I would just say that you just make sure you want to prep your skin with moisturizer as well, because most of the time when you are oily, it means that you are kind of dehydrated, so your skin purges more oil when you need hydration. So make sure you just pop that hydration on so that you still don't get shiny when you're wearing this foundation. I don't know if I would recommend a matte primer underneath a matte foundation. That's just not me. I don't do that. It's like one or the other. It's either going to be a matte primer with like a natural finish foundation or a smooth and hydrating primer with a matte foundation. But you know, everybody's different. Do you figure out what works out for you? But again, the shade that I'm wearing is a warm mahogany. I will list everything down in the description box down below if you're interested in trying it out. And like I mentioned before, all of the shades that I normally wear that I find that are perfect matches for me will be also listed in the description box. And that's going to be it for today's video. If you have not, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. And please give this video a thumbs up. It definitely helps me out. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.